Today I want to take you along with me on a what I eat in a day as a 5-year carnivore, starting with breakfast, of course. So today we are going to be doing, just want to mention, it's a little bit of a later breakfast, but we're going to be doing some omelets. So with it being a little bit later, it's not going to be the normal, bigger size that I always have. I have that big, massive, breakfast bowl size. Today we're doing a little bit on the lighter side, so that way it's later in the day. I don't need to be eating a big meal right before dinner in a little bit. I don't want to spoil my dinner for tonight. So we're going to be doing some eggs. We have a little bit of ground beef. We're kind of running low on our ingredients, and so we usually do cheese or cream cheese in there to make it nice and yummy. But today we're running low, so we have ground beef. We have some chicken sausage that I decided to slice up and then just do a little pre-fry. And then we have some sausages that will go on the side, and that will just be tossed in the oven, the sausage here, to continue to broil on low. And then while I work on the omelets, so let's get these cracked and scrambled and get the omelets going. All right, today we're going to be doing 3 egg omelets. 2 of them we'll be doing in quantity, but each will have 3 eggs total, and that'll be a perfect amount for the amount of food that we need to get us through to dinner. I'm gonna do the second omelet. I'm gonna add a little bit of some half and half and some salt. I already have some natural grain salt up in there, and then we'll go ahead and get them well combined. I have the bacon grease that I've been saving all week, and I'm just gonna slap it on there on the pan, so that way I'm able to cook in bacon grease, and it kind of saves a little bit on the butter. This cast iron, I'm going to put a little bit more of a generous amount there, as I would on this one. And then we're going to let that melt really quick. All right, and time to go ahead and put the egg mixture on. I'll have to kind of swivel it around a little bit. But with cast irons, you got to be kind of careful because pans can be really hot. Beautiful. Now we let them set just a little bit, and then I'll add my toppings. We're going to put some ground beef, just kind of all on the area where it's still mostly wet. That way it'll stick into our omelet. And then I'll just try to go, that's probably about half. And then I'll go in and add the chicken that I sliced and fried ahead of time, just to bring out another flavor in there, so it's not just that cold chicken meat. And then we will flip. Come on, cast iron. Just like that, breakfast is done and served. We are going to eat it up and enjoy. I've recently been getting a lot of questions from a lot of you, just basically oh, I had a weight stall. Any tips on how to do that, fix that, or having issues, just struggling on starting carnivore, or struggling sticking with carnivore. Tried it many times and it's just not working, or wanting to live just a more meat-based lifestyle. I do want to just offer that I have one-on-one coaching, and it's something I'm so passionate about and I love doing. What it kind of looks like is I help people with their fitness and their nutrition. I give them personalized meal plans, personalized workout plans. We talk about if we ever need variety, all these things, meal swaps, just all these things that are very helpful. And the main thing that I think is so helpful is I'm there for accountability, so that, if you feel like you're falling off or you have just so many questions, you're getting overwhelmed, I'm there to depend on and to just kind of get you through it, walk you through it, and help you with your own health journey. And it's just so nice, and I like that accountability aspect. I think that's the most valuable part of it all. And yeah, so we just kind of learn a bit about each other and help you along the way with your journey, and basically just building a routine that you're going to be able to take the rest of your life with. So I'll have a link down below. You can apply for the coaching directly, or you can send me an email if you have just a bunch of questions about it, just how to get started, and you want to just kind of chat about the whole process of it before applying. There's that option as well. It's dinner time and we're having some steaks tonight. I am excited. We are usually pairing this with something else like eggs, or we're going to do eggs and bacon, or another meat, or some seafood, or whatever. But tonight we're making it super easy for us, super simple. We're just having the steak. And so all we have to focus on is the steak on the cast iron. And so that is a wonderful thing sometimes. Sometimes simplicity is just the best. So we are going for that. We are going to enjoy. Hopefully these are going to come out well. Not well done, hopefully. Yeah, let's get cooking. We are cooking the steaks on the pan. We're going to do about 3 minutes aside, and then we'll probably need another minute after that. Beautiful sizzle. And then we're going to probably turn down the heat afterwards at that minute and minute if we need to do another minute. We'll temp them, of course, keep an eye on them, or try to keep an eye on them. I have a little bit of bacon grease and some tallow mixture. It's like a mixture. And that's what I am going to be searing my steaks in tonight. And then I will salt afterwards. All right, 3 minutes is up. So we're going to get these flipped. And then I will reset another timer for 3 minutes. Go. Okay, 3 minutes, the bat's be up any second now. So we're going to flip them, and then we will give them a little temp check. Okay. Struggling, oh my gosh. Okay, turn that off, that's helpful. And then we're gonna temp it. We're looking at about 111 right now, so I'm gonna turn it down just slightly, and then I'll decide if I need to turn down even more. And then we need to set that timer for probably 45 seconds from now. That one's at 95 right there. Let's see how we did. I like to start out by cutting off wherever the bone is and like this extra little cartilage, and then I'll try to go in later and find if there's anything else that's good there. And then I will, after that, cut it into strips. And then any of this extra stuff I use for like bone broth if I don't end up using any of that, because then it's just more meat in my broth. This one has like a lot of small bones, so that'll be interesting when I do try to get all the extra meat off of there, and to try not to cut through any of the bones and chew through bones. And so let's see how we did on our first one, and then I'll cut them into strips. Ooh, we overcooked them. But that's all right. They look like they're a pretty tough steak, so not a bad thing. Exactly. Let's get them cut up. All right, dinner is served. We are going to dig in. I just cut it up, but we pulled it off, the steaks, at like 120, hoping to get to like 130. But once we pulled it off, and they were thin steaks, and then they just cooked really fast, I think, and they kept cooking, kept rising in temperature afterwards, so we ended up with a little bit overcooked steak. So unfortunately, that's all right. It's still good food. We're still gonna eat it, and I'm going to give you a little taste test. I'm gonna salt it with some fine grained salt, and then see how we did. Still looks juicy, so that's a good sign. That was a lot of salt for that bite. But I did cut against the grain, and I think that helped with a little bit of a tougher steak. So we're gonna enjoy. Let's get done with dinner. That is basically our full day of eating today. We kept it really simple due to, our fridge was running low. We were running low on just certain food items, but we made it work. We stayed full. We were fully satisfied. It was complete carnivore, and so that was a good day, regardless of needing to go grocery shopping. But yeah. If you've been enjoying the content, go ahead and subscribe. It really helps the channel to grow. It really, really, really helps the channel to grow. So I appreciate it when you guys do that. And if you haven't already, go ahead and do it. I appreciate it. And that is a full day. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye for now.